75% of the people, no criminal record. Secure the border, absolutely. Have mass ICE agents picking up moms, dropping off kids, or folks going to work. I don't think that's what the American people signed up for.
Now, I know Trump has deported or sent back 350, 400,000 people. Barack Obama, your guy, as you called Trump, my guy, it was 5 million. It was 5 million over 8 years. Now we're at 350,000. What changed with Democrats on that? I know Biden let in 12 million. Is it about votes? Why did these people, why isn't it a crime to be here? Not that they haven't committed a crime.
The border being as open as it was under Biden was one of the reasons Trump got elected. But the idea...
So you're glad it's closed now?
Do I think we ought to not have a fully open border? Absolutely. I've said that all along.
With the 12 million that came in, what do we do?
The question I have for you is closing the border versus sending out ICE agents across the country to randomly pick up people based on quotas that have committed no crime.
How did Obama deport 5 million?
Done at the border.
I think it was a lot of that was done at the border.
They were sent back.
And the truth is, I don't think the American people signed up for this, where you see people who are working. There ought to be a path towards legality. We've worked on that. We've screwed that up, immigration reform, for years, both sides. But the idea that we're going to send in these ICE agents, by the way, Joe, do you realize ICE used to take 5 to 6 months to get trained? They've now lowered the training period to 47 days. Why 47 days? Because Donald Trump's the 47th president. Tell me that's a rational approach.
I'm not, obviously, I'm not going to take that big and say it's a rational approach, but
Joe, you can't pick your facts.
There's 12 million people that are not supposed to be here. And why did that? Why was the border open? You said, oh, it shouldn't have been. And you kind of
it was the same. It was for decades under Bush, Obama.
Nothing like during the Biden administration, obviously. Why? What was the rationale for that? And I have seen a lot of your comments about people didn't vote for this. I don't think, obviously, Democrats didn't have a good idea what people were voting for, or you wouldn't have lost the presidency in 7 swing states and the Senate and the House. So you don't know what people were voting for. They were voting for this.
And we'll see what happens in 26 when people's costs are not going down, healthcare costs going up, housing shortage.
Do you want deflation?
And American military, which is extraordinary. What we did in Venezuela, no other military in the world.
I'm glad you can credit that.
But are we going to keep 20% of our fleet off the coast of Venezuela?
You don't want deflation, do you? Do you want an actual fall in prices?
I would actually like to see a stable economy that's predictable, without political interference into the Fed.
How's a 5% GDP grab you?
American government taking pieces of equity shares.
How are the new highs every day in the stock market and a 5% GDP? Is that good enough for you?
I thought this was a market space show, Joe. I didn't think this was like the new, Socialist International under the Trump banner.
Okay. How's that? You didn't hit. How's the 5% GDP and the new highs every day in the market, and the 4.4% unemployment, and the 2.7%
market highs,
and the 2.7% inflation?
Market highs are great.
Where's the chaos you're talking about in the economy?
When you take away the independence of the Fed, whether that predictability is going to be
things
maintained.
are pretty good, right? Things are pretty good right now, though. You'd acknowledge.
I'd ask you to ask the sailors who are off the coast of Venezuela, who knows how long they're going to be deployed.
I think you cannot say that getting rid of Maduro is not a good. You ought to just say that and then just stop and then full stop.
Getting rid of Maduro is good. Getting rid of the Iranian Ayatollahs would be good. How you do that remains a question.
You couldn't have done it any better.